Hey everyone, this is Suhani Pareek, and in this video we will talk about data types. Now if you really want to become a good programmer, one of the most important thing you can do is get comfortable with data types. So let's say you have some data stored in a variable and that data isn't just sitting there randomly. It always has some type attached to it. And there are a good numbers of different data types and they all come with different rules and instructions. This is basically how computer knows what it can and can't do with the variables. Now there are six main data types that you will see across most programming languages. You've got Bool, which stands for Boolean, you've got Char, which stands for character, string, which stands for string of characters, int, which stands for integer, float, which stands for a floating point value, and then you've got array, which isn't actually a data type, it's a data structure, but by definition is basically just a list of values in order. And just to be clear, there are more data types out there, but these are the main ones you should know right now. Now again, every single one of these has its own unique sets of rules and instructions, and that matters a lot when you start doing operations. So for example, let's take a look at the integer data type. Integers are whole numbers. So let's say you have an integer that equals 11 and you want to minus 1 from it. So you write that operation and send it to the computer to perform. And guess what happens? Your computer looks at the operation and then it checks if it has the instruction for doing it. Then it goes, yeah, I know how to subtract an integer from an integer. So it subtracts 1 from 11 and sends back 10. All good. But now, let's take a look at the string. A string is a string of characters. So if you have the string 11 and you want to subtract the integer 1 from the string 11, you send that operation to your computer and your computer looks at it and then checks if it has the instruction for doing that. And it realizes what you sent makes absolutely no sense. It has no instruction on how to subtract integers from strings. So this is basically no different from telling your computer to subtract 1 from the word hello. Like, how do you even do that? You can't. So your computer sends back an error, letting you know that the operation you're trying to do makes no sense. And in this case, that error is a type error. Now let's try something else. Now you have the string 11. You try to subtract the string 1 from the string 11. What do you think will happen? Will you get 10 but it's a string? Or maybe another error? So your computer looks at it and again it realizes it has no instruction to subtract strings from strings. So once again it sends you back an error. But you might find this next part very interesting. So if you tell the computer to take the string 11 and plus the string 1 to it, the computer looks at the operation and checks if it has the instruction for that. And it goes, yeah, actually, I can do that. And what it does is sends back the string 111. Not because it did math, but because with strings. Plus just means join them together. It basically takes 1 and attaches another 1 at the end. And there you have it. That's why understanding data types is really important. You will have a very hard time trying to write programs without knowing the difference between a number as an int, a float, or a string. So that's it for this video. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye bye.